Our story begins not in cities, but on the vast savannas of Africa. Here, under a rising sun, language blossomed, fire was tamed, and shared stories forged the first communities. With tools in hand, humanity walked out across the globe, over deserts and ice, carrying memory itself. Then a revolution, seeds planted by a hearth. Along the great rivers, the Tigris, Euphrates, and Nile, fields of grain fed villages, and villages gave birth to cities. With cities came new challenges. Who organizes the organizers? Writing emerged to tally grain, and law to codify justice. From the gridded streets of the Indus Valley to the walled towns of the Yellow River, power took shape. Temples and palaces rose, monuments to belief and authority. Great empires rose, connecting the world in new ways. The Persians built roads and practiced tolerance. Greek city-states debated the meaning of freedom, while Rome built an empire on citizenship and law. And profound ideas began to travel, philosophies and faiths that bound ethics to community, shaping both governance and resistance for millennia to come. Continents were never truly separate. The Silk Roads, Indian Ocean monsoons, and trans-Saharan caravans were the planet's first arteries. Spices, textiles, and metals moved with the camel bells, but so did ideas, inventions, and disease. The compass, gunpowder, and the stirrup shifted the balance of power. The teachings of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Islam transformed societies from West Africa to East Asia. Then new sails caught the wind, poised to cross oceans and remake the world. The crossing of the Atlantic triggered the Columbian Exchange, a vast transfer of crops, animals, and microbes that reshaped life on 4 continents. But this new global economy was built on a brutal foundation, the Atlantic slave trade, which chained millions to fuel the fortunes of empires. At the same time, new ideas were spreading. The printing press carried arguments about liberty and human rights from European salons to colonial plantations, inspiring revolutions. Soon, the heartbeat of the world changed again, from muscle to steam. The Industrial Revolution pulled humanity into factories and cities, forging new empires and sparking the call for workers' rights. The 20th century shattered old certainties with 2 world wars, unimaginable genocide, including the Holocaust, and the collapse of empires. From the ruins, new nations were born into a world divided by a tense superpower rivalry. Today, the echoes of this history are all around us. The supply chain that builds a single smartphone is a descendant of the Silk Road. The pandemics that test our bonds travel along the same routes as ancient plagues. And the timeless questions remain: who deserves rights? Who wields power? And who steers the tools that will shape our future? The choices we make now, under pressure, will set the stage for the next turn in our shared human story.